It's important for people to know, like, I have the greatest staff. They have hearts of gold. I mean, the teaching and what goes on is amazing, and I'm very proud of our staff, and we just don't complain as Bobcats. But there are some challenges.
Just going to parent-teacher conferences or just walking in the door to hand some homework off. You don't see the HVAC room. You don't see the inefficiencies that are in the building.
We are not ADA compliant. We have a number of stairs that kids have to go up just to get to the lunchroom, to get to the gymnasium, to the art room and the music room.
We know that our students' basic needs need to be met in order to be successful learners. And it's challenging, when you're in a really hot space, all you can think about is how hot you are. And if you're in a really cold space and you feel like, man, I just want a blanket, I'm shivering, it's hard to think about anything else.
For a long time, we were the Cadillac of the WAMAC, and that certainly isn't the case anymore. As we have traveled to other schools, those schools have invested in their facilities recently. And ours was built in 1983 with a great vision, but we are at that kind of tipping point now where we need to reinvest in our community.
For schools in Iowa, most of our budgets are a controlled budget by the state. In order to do bigger projects, we have to utilize general obligation bonds, sales tax bonds, HEPL money to really make those improvements in our district.
As a small business owner, I'm always looking for ways to invest in our business. As a community member, I believe that investing in our schools, our facilities, our teachers, and our infrastructure will give us the outcome we desire with better possibilities and opportunities for our students. For the last few years, our board has been working diligently to find the facts on this topic and make the most fiscally responsible decision we can make.
So I was asked to be on the facilities committee. Numerous people were asked with all of our different diverse backgrounds and roles within the community to kind of put our emotions aside and look at this community as a whole. As we looked at the data, went through all of the different assessments and came to a consensus, knowing it might not be what would be approved by all, but it's what's best for the community.
This was not an easy decision to come to build a new building, and where we chose to have it built. Hours and hours of not just our work, but our administration, our teachers, the facilities committee that we requested the district put together, analyzing all the data that they came up with, listening to their suggestions. And it hasn't been easy, and we had some very tough discussions on the school board, but that's our job as a school board. We have to think about the school district as a whole.
While doing the facility tours, it was obvious to us that changes needed to be made. And the school has been making do and doing what they can with the resources they have, but I believe now is the time that we need to invest in our kids, in our future.
It's really exciting when you think about the opportunities for the children. Again, it isn't about the brick and mortar, it's about the kids and the people inside. But when you have good learning environments, and when you have materials and technology that supports your learning and supports your teaching, you can do what you're there to do. And for the children, it's learning, and for our staff, it's teaching.
Making these improvements would send a message that the district, the community supports what we're doing for students and with students. And I think it sends a message to our students as well that we value their learning. We want to give them the best opportunities possible and that we are invested in their future.